So, in order for us to win Sunday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Teddy Bridgewater is not going to have to play. Fin fans up north, fin fans in the south, to the east, and to the west. What's better than this? More of this. Let's talk about it. So before we move on this session here, just want to say if you guys are new to the channel, you like the content, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. It's just going to help us reach our milestone. And we really like the community, and it helps with the algorithm of things here on YouTube. And if you guys are already subscribers and you guys getting some t-shirts, just want to say a big thank you. We love you for that. We put a whole lot of work and effort into this show. This is the first year we're trying to do something like this, and it's just fun. We really might love the Miami Dolphin community and the NFL community as a whole. And we're just here to have fun, and just want to say thank you, and let's get to it. So basically this game is a real special game here. First off, we're celebrating the 1972 undefeated season. Okay, it's the 50th year anniversary to that. And it just so happens the 1971 we wound up beating Pittsburgh 24-20, or excuse me, we beat up Pittsburgh that year, and we went to play the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. And we lost like 24-3, but we did play Pittsburgh and that year, and we did beat them 24-21. And in 1972, our undefeated year, we played Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship, and we won 21-17. And then we went on to play the Redskins, and we won 14-7. And that capped off our undefeated, perfect season in the NFL. The only team to do it in the NFL since. Okay, so it's the 50th year there. It's the 50th year anniversary there, and we're celebrating that in Heinz Field. Now, a couple other good things here is that Dan Marino was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, he was going to be drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 21st, as the 21st pick in the first round. However, Pittsburgh passed up on him, and they drafted somebody else. And it just so happens that in year 2000, Dan Marino was considering going to the Pittsburgh Steelers at the end of the season, but he decided not to. And that was very significant. I would like that. I like the fact that he did stay with the Miami Dolphins throughout the rest of his entire season. And also another thing is that Dan Marino is going to be drafted the 21st pick in the NFL by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it just so happens that Kenny Pickett was drafted. I think he was 20th or something like that. Whatever. Anyways, and they're both from Pitt. They're both from Pitt quarterbacks, right? Another thing, we got Stephen Ross coming back. Stephen Ross is coming back, and we have Tua coming back. And those are some good things that the significance of this game that Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh is trying to spoil for us. So yeah, and but actually, and another aspect of the game is that Flores, our old coach, he's now a coach in the defensive, the linebackers out there at Pittsburgh. He knows everything about Miami. Minka Fitzpatrick. He used to be with Miami in 2019 when he first got with Pittsburgh. He intercepted Fitzpatrick a couple times, and Pittsburgh went on a little run, and they eventually moved on to the AFC Championship that year too. So I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot going on with this game here, a lot, and we really need this win because Pittsburgh is a team. We got to beat. It's okay. I mean, we lost last week to the Vikings. They're NFC, but we got to win these games against the teams in the AFC, especially in our division. However, though, you especially want to beat the teams coming from different conferences because of the fact that if it gets into a place where it's like, we need a wild card or something like that, and usually it's between another team from a different conference and us, we got to have the game that we got to have that head-to-head win with these guys. So we really need this win with Pittsburgh so we can start setting things up right and get back on the right track. We lost 3 in a row. So like, what we're going to have to do to beat Pittsburgh is definitely we're going to have to control the trenches. Our offensive line is going to have to... They're going to have to do a lot better job than what they're doing. Now, let me tell it, I think the offensive line has been solid. I just think the quarterback play has been really shabby. And that was a telltale sign from when Thompson was in there and he was actually getting off his passes. And mind you, he did get sacked. However, though, I didn't say they were perfect, but I think there's some things that need to be fixed up on it. And we're going to have to win in the trenches. And I'm not really so much worried about the defensive line as, Dalvin Cook didn't break that 53-yard run till like late in the fourth quarter. And, if our offense was clicking with our defense, we would have been way ahead in the game. And for that to even make a difference. Now, we're going to have to control the ends. We're going to have to control the ends, like Little is going to have to, or Austin Jackson, what have you. They're going to have to really, they're really going to have to hold it down over there on the right side. And that being said, Little can't be getting beat, consistently. Eckert's going to have to, or Eichert, he's going to have to, he's going to have to get off his blocks. And he's going to have to read things a lot faster and not be waiting on plays that happen behind him that are coming his way. He's just gonna have to go ahead and play, and we're gonna have to stay in the vicinity that will keep us not getting penalties, okay, and running upfield. So, we don't get penalized. I mean, the last 2 games we've been decimated with penalties, like over 200 yards in penalties in the last couple games, and both of those games, the penalties in the yardage were higher than what we were running, than our rushing yards. All right. We're gonna have to. We're really gonna have to watch out for Pittsburgh secondary. Minkah Fitzpatrick's coming back. I think pretty much all their starters in the secondary are coming back, and those guys are pretty. Potent. Those guys are pretty out there. They're out there, bro. Like when they're together like that, they're together. So we're gonna have to watch that, and because they're really good, especially Minkah, and they're gonna play cover too, and they have some very good linebackers. So I'm thinking what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to hit over the middle a lot, like with our tight end, and we're gonna have to open up the run lanes. And their defensive line, Pittsburgh's defensive line is stout, so it's like we're gonna have to really work for these yards and get into a rhythm early and not be scared to take the shots that we need to take over the top, because that's what they want us to do. They want us to stay in front of them, and that's playing their game, and we can't do that. And I think one of the other things that we're gonna have to do on defense, we're gonna have to get Tyndall involved. I think Tyndall's gonna be the wild card there if he's in there, because Flores doesn't know anything about him, and we're gonna have to really get him involved early in the game. That way it doesn't look like Flores can forecast all the things that we're going to be doing, because he has a good insight on what our defense is, and he's a defensive minded coach, and he knows all of everybody's strengths and their weaknesses. And him, if Tua's out there and Flores sees Tua out there, he's immediately he's gonna probably send the house. He's gonna send everybody at Tua, right? Because Tua's a marked man in the NFL these days, and it's like the teams are going to play us in cover 2 because they think that we cannot beat them. We don't have a quarterback that's good enough to beat them. And at the same time, it's like, we out there looking like we got some paper tiger quarterbacks. Everybody getting hurt. And, we have to be mindful that Flores is going to play against our weaknesses, and he knows them. And, they're going to coach him up on offense just the same to play against our defense's weaknesses. So I think, on offense, we're going to have to do the things that they least expect us to do. And if that means, Tua scrambling out there, on some bootlegs, and getting them extra yards, then we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to give them something that Flores is gonna think less likely of the Dolphins to do, to get these guys back playing on their heels the entire game, because Flores, he ain't a dummy. He's a smart coach, and he's gonna have these guys coached up, and I'm pretty sure there's things Minka might remember as well. So on offense, that's what we're gonna have to do. Defensively, we're gonna have to contain Najee Harris, because they're gonna try to feed him a lot. Because for some reason Miami seems like they're the team for everyone to get off on. If you want to make a highlight reel, play Miami. You got a new quarterback you trying to break in, play Miami. It seems like that, and being a Miami Dolphin fan, I've seen enough of that. So we're going to have to really shut things down when it comes to the running game, like we've been doing, but we're going to have to shut it down even more. And we're going to have to make Trubisky or, Pickett, whoever it's going to be, pass, a lot. And our cornerbacks, they're going to attack Noah. It's just that simple. They're going to attack that side a lot. They have some respect for X, not a lot, because X do getting burnt, but and that's X's fault, because he's doing things that he shouldn't be doing, like getting caught looking in the backfield on that Jefferson wheel route that the Vikings ran. Now, with Noah out there, or Bethel, whoever's going to be out there, playing that, and, they're going to attack it. If it's Eric Rowe, Eric Rowe's going to have to step up, and he's going to have to really play. And if it's Claypool or whoever the other wide receiver is out there, that's where they're going to be looking at, honestly. And, then they're going to try to open things up from there. So that's how that's going to go. Now, some of the players we need to watch. Thinking we need to watch the whole quarterback situation. Tua, Skyler, and Teddy. Now with Tua, we got to watch, because they're going to attack him. We got to make sure that Tua stays upright, okay? That he has a clean pocket. And somebody tell Tua to throw the damn ball into the ground. It'll take a 5-yard penalty if that's the case. But, bro, don't get, knock the hell out, and get hit and just be like that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You can't take no more hits. If we're gonna have you starting out there, you gotta be out there, and you gotta play some smart football. Get rid of the ball. Don't be trying to hold the ball. If you gotta take your little dump pass, then dump the ball off to it, because that's what you do anyway, right? So dump the ball off if that you gotta do. And take the shots when you got the shots. Take them. Skyler, if you get into the game, just let it rip, bro, like you was doing. Just let it rip. And without the penalties, we would have been ahead of that game, and we would have won. So, and anyways, I think I think Skyler's the quarterback of the future, okay? Because Skyler's that dude. He's just that dude. He's that gunslinger we need. And he ain't scared to take them shots, and he's smart about it too, very smart. And he got a little scamper to him, a little get up to him. Now, if it's Teddy, if something happens to Tua, and they got Teddy out there coming in, we're in trouble. All right, let's just put it I'm just gonna be for real. Teddy got the 300 and some yards in some cleanup time, okay? When in the first and second quarter of that game, the Vikings defensive backs, they was playing 2 to 5 yards up. Third quarter, they was playing 5 to 7. Come fourth quarter, the Viking defensive back was like about 7 to 10 yards off our wide receivers. So they was giving all that cushion there. So yeah, that's why Teddy was getting him yards, and that's why it looked like we was coming back. And we probably would have come back if Waddle didn't fumble the ball. But at the same time, Waddle fumbled the ball, and Teddy he's not the backup quarterback. In fact, he shouldn't even be the third string quarterback. Teddy don't want to play football no more. There ain't no get up with Teddy. Okay, so with Teddy in the game, it's gonna be an automatic L, straight up. We cannot have Teddy come into the game. Period. He's a good dude, but playing for Miami, them days should be up and over with. Not even think about it. All right, and that's just some fact stuff. If you don't believe me, go watch the tape. I saw the tape myself. I was just watching it last night. And the fourth quarter, the Vikings, they had no respect, bro. They had their men off the line. They like 10 yards off the line, bro. Just go ahead, take that in front of us. Take that in front of us, cause we gonna win this game anyway. The defense don't even respect Teddy, and and they damn sure. Look, they have more respect for Tua and Skyler than they do for Teddy. And how can you blame them? All right, now the offensive line. We need to watch Little. I think Austin's coming back, and Urquhart, and I think Armstead is coming back too. I think. And with Little, we need to watch him on the sides and the edges because this dude be getting off his he be getting off the ball slow and everything, getting beat, and he can't be doing that, man. Like again, this man's supposed to be a Pro Bowl, and he out there looking like he got lead in his feet. Ike's sitting there, going through blocks, looking at the running backs behind him while he's trying to block, or he's having these mental lapses. Where he's on a block too long and he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. So we need to watch those guys. Tight end Gesicki. Is Gesicki going to get more playing time? He should. Because, he definitely was the main reason why we had comebacks, in that game last week against the Vikings. So Gesicki should be. I mean, the man can block. I understand that. But, if he's going to be out there, and they know that Gesicki can't block and they coming that way, then shit, let Gesicki just go ahead and flare out and hit him right there. So at least we start keeping those ends at bay and, keeping them, in a position to be like, oh, well, is he going to pass to Gesicki or what? So, we got to do that. Waddle, that's the guy right there. He had a good game, outside those fumbles. I mean, he had like 100 and some yards. And I know that he like to get that stuff back. But, it's like, hey, it's a new week. And here we are. So you make up for it and you get it in there. Just hold on to the ball. That's what we need to watch. Defensively, I'm thinking we need to watch Bethel, Noah, and Kohu. I think we need to watch these guys and see how this rotation is going to work and what it's going to be. If it's Noah out there, Flores already don't like Noah, so Flores he's going to be picking on Noah all damn day. So we're going to have to watch that. If it's Kohu, he's another one that's going to be an X factor out there. And X himself, it's like, is he going to be able to shut a corner down to where this corner, over here, this island over here ain't letting no wide receiver just run and, get massive yards, get some chunk yard plays on them, some yard after catch plays. Is X going to finally do that this game here? And last but least, who we want to watch? I'm thinking we want to watch Jason Sanders. The last couple of games, he had missed 2 field goals. And it comes opportunity for him to kick some more field goals this game. Is this man going to be on point like he's been before? So, that's my thoughts on everything. If you guys have any questions, please drop them below. And if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. It helps us reach our milestone. And if you guys are already subscribers, just want to say thank you guys. Love y'all. And keep gritting the t-shirts, and we appreciate it a lot. I'm going to be dropping out tomorrow actually. We're gonna be dropping out the new T-shirt and sweatshirt and everything. So just want to say thank you guys. Love y'all. Deuces. Alright, so football season's began, and what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be starting Thursday. This Thursday here, well actually every Thursday, is we're gonna be doing our odd and gamble. And basically the odds are going against the gamble. And these are two characters I created. You know, odd is a card, he's an ace card, and gamble is a house poker chip. And basically these two pit against each other. And how it works is that the odds, you know, of our team winning is pretty much predicated by the things that are happening, like with the players, with the weather, with the field, and anything that's not you know, predicated to the house. So those are the odds, okay? And the gamble is what's the casino saying, you know, what is like all the betting sites saying. So that's the house, and that's gamble. So every week we're gonna go by game. You guys choose, you know, what are the odds that the Dolphins are gonna win, or is it a gamble that the Dolphins are gonna win with the, you know, what they're saying against each other. So you just choose odd or just choose gamble, and you know, I'll do the rest. And then Sunday before kickoff, you know, like, you know, an hour before kickoff, I'll, you know, give the results of who's winning, okay? So that's how we're gonna do that. So odd and gamble starting this week, and you know, every Sunday I'm gonna drop the results for that, okay? Good deal. So let's have some fun this season, and you know, we're 1-0. So let's have some fun this season, and let's try to get to the Super Bowl. Fin fans up north, fin fans in the south, to the east, and to the west. What's better than this? More of this. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to take a look at our gear. Click with the Fin Fan. You can check out the links below. And also know that your support with this helps our artist, and it also helps what we're doing here with Clicking with the Fin Fan. And a good thing about it all is you also get free shipping with that. So just take a look at the gear that we got. Grab something for you, your boo, significant other, your kids, whatever. And help support what we're doing here, and we appreciate it a lot. Thank you.